Okay, so this one is going to be about the counting of your waves, and not just any waves, only the waves that you fight in. So you'll have AI spawn in, and then you fight them, and then you'll have an intermission wave, and it will only count the one where you're fighting the AI. So that way you can keep track of how many waves you survived without counting these intermissions as waves as well. So that way it doesn't, inflate the number to make you feel like, hey, I feel like that was too easy, I cleared too many, because you didn't. You actually just went and had an intermission here where you resupplied, and it counted you as surviving that round, which didn't have any AI. So we're going to make sure to show you how to set that up. So let's get right into it. Okay, map setup really doesn't require anything. It's just, your AI spawners and your firefight stuff that you have set up already. So we can skip all of that. I'm just going to kind of brush over what I have. I just have 4 grunts. One here, one here, one here, one here. The squads are all the same. This spawns as wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. It's pretty much it. And they don't move or anything. They're just kind of there. But they're not on my team, so I'll go ahead and kill them. I am going to show you my firefight script real quick. It's very simple. I'm going to have wave 1, then it's going to go into an intermission for about 5 seconds. Wave 2, intermission 5 seconds. Wave 3, intermission, yeah, so on. I'm going to do it this way on purpose. So there we go. I have 4 regular waves and 3 intermission waves. So we don't want to count the intermission waves when we do our wave count. So how do we do that? Well, this is how. We're going to go up here, events AI, and grab on wave start. Place it right here. The wave manager, make sure it just matches the same wave manager you used for your firefight, all your waves that you have connected there. Next, we're going to go down here, or up here, to AI waves, and we're going to compare wave type. That's what we're going to grab. Just note, this is important. It's a new one I haven't used, but it's important for this. For the settings, wave type B, just select default, because this is the ones that your AI are going to normally be on. So you want to count that. So that's where we're going to go with this. So let's go ahead and move this here and grab a branch from our logic category down here. There we go. Plug that in like this. And the condition is, are they the same wave type? So yeah, if it is the default, which is your regular AI that you got going on, not your intermission where you pick up weapons and stuff, then we're going to drag from the if true, because that's what's going to happen. And what we're going to do involves a number variable, so let's go ahead and declare a number variable. Place it up here. The information on this, we're going to name it waves, just like that. Initial value is 0, scope local, because now we're going to go to logic and use increment number variable, just like that. Plug the if true into it, and then just fill out the information to match your identifier of your number variable. We're going to increment it by 1 because it's just one wave, and scope is local. There we go. This will function as is. It's just you have no way of telling by doing it like this, because we don't have anything hooked up to happen based on, what wave it is. But you can do stuff with it from there. Now, I will show you a neat little trick. It's a way to find out exactly what wave we're on, and we're going to create a UI message B type and push splash to player. Let's move these over here, and in order to do that, we're going to go to logic and grab for each player. Plug increment number variable into for each player, and then go to players and grab get all players. So that way this is sent to every player in the game, so that way we know what wave we're on. Execute per player is push splash to player. So it's gonna push a splash to each player, just like that. Duration, I'm just gonna have it set to 3 seconds, because why not? And the message, we're gonna go ahead and connect here to this. Now we're gonna set the message up. Message template, it's gonna be string 1x, and string 1 is going to be all the way down here. It's gonna be wave right here. And then X, we don't got to change, because we're going to use get number variable to plug it in there. That's what's neat about this. Go ahead and plug that into X. Fill out your information for this. Scope local and wave as the identifier. It did a black box again. That's the first time I've seen that in a few weeks. Wonder what's going on there. So what this is going to do is it actually takes our black box again. This takes our wave number that it is. The moment the wave starts, it's going to, you know, increment that number, and so that means if it's round 1, it's going to be round 1, and then it's going to show us, hey, it's round 1. And then when it gets to the next round, once it starts, hey, it's round 2. That's what it's going to do, wave 2. You'll notice that in the intermission waves, nothing happens, and because even though I do have it set up, all right, there's our first one. Nothing happens. 5 seconds will pass. And then we'll get our next one. And wave 2. And this will repeat. Yep, wave 3. And then finish him off. Wave 4. Yep, and there you go. That's the end of the stuff. So that's all you have to do. I'm just going to add a little tidbit here to just, you know, prove the fact that we do in fact have the intermission waves going on, just to you know, ease your doubts if you have them, just to help you out, just to make sure it all works good. We're gonna push another message to a player, and current player is to this, and my Alexa just kind of acted weird. Anyway, this time we're just gonna create a message that says wait. So just grab a regular UI message, plug in message to the message here. Templates is just string 1, and it's going to be wait. And that's it. So you'll notice that whenever we go to the next round after he spawns, wave 1. Now it says wait. That's our intermission. Just like that, wave 2. Now we killed him, it says wait again, because that's what I did. If it is not a default type, which means it's intermission, most of the time, of course they did add the new boss and user 1 through 8 wave types, but I haven't played around with those, but before it was just the 2. So if it's if it's not default and it's an intermission, then it will play this instead of doing all this. It won't increment, it won't go up. So now you can base doors, you can base events in your map on what wave it is, and you can base many different things off of that. You can actually even count up your intermission waves by creating another declare number variable and naming it intermissions, and then doing the same thing here before this node. And then you can do specific things and like have specific weapon drops on the later intermissions, or at whatever intermission you want. You can have, you know, customized weapons, so you can actually do all of that without ever having to really mess with your own firefight script. That's the best thing. It's entirely separate and can be done just fine like this. And there you have it. This not only allows you to keep track of your waves that you actually fought in, and not the ones you didn't fight in, if you don't keep track of your intermission waves, but it also allows you to set up specific triggers and unique triggers to only that wave number. So you can have a door open on wave 4, and on wave 7 another door opens or something spawns. So this kind of really opens up a whole lot of doors, figuratively and probably literally, for a lot of maps. So I hope this worked out for you. And if you're wondering about the fit, Thor actually gave me this so I didn't burst into flames in the Fire Temple. And speaking of, the Trials of the Fire Temple are coming soon, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you on the next one.